Ariana Cycles CBX Turbo. Produced during the era of forced induction motorcycles, the original Honda CBX had never had turbo engine, but some of the owners felt that the power output of 100 horses was not enough for them and fitted the CBX 1000 with the American turbo pack from Reggie. In 2018, one of such examples fell into the hands of the Netherlands-based custom tuner Ariana Cycles, who decided to rebuild the 1979 model while improving its performance and making it more visually striking. The bike's frame was modified and fitted with a new CBR-derived swing arm, Allen's front forks, and Showa shocks. The motorcycle also received a pair of larger Aprilia RSV mill wheels and a revised exhaust system. The company fully reimagined the CBX bodywork, turning this Honda into a modern muscle motorcycle with the 1970s styling. Eisenberg V8. The famous British racer and record holder Zef Eisenberg decided to attract more adrenaline maniacs into his ranks and revealed the limited edition project dubbed the Eisenberg V8. The creation of this epic prototype took long 4 years and was accompanied by many challenges. After all, fitting a monstrous 3.0-liter V8 and all the electrical components on the custom trellis frame is not an easy task. This mill is in fact 2 fused 4-cylinder engines from the Suzuki GSX 1300R Hayabusa, and it weighs only 176 pounds while producing 480 horsepower at 10,500 RPM. It is mated to a custom 6-speed transmission with a counter-rotating clutch. To be able to exceed 200 miles per hour and hold its ground at such high speeds, the bike required top-quality components, such as carbon fiber wheels from BST, custom Nitron shock, and ISR brakes. Aston Martin and Bro Superior AMB001. If one hears the name Aston Martin, a front-engine Grand Tourer immediately pops to mind. However, add the equally iconic Bro Superior name to the mix, and you will get something even rarer: a new AMB001 track-only motorcycle, co-developed by the companies. Planned for a limited production of 100 units, this two-wheel beast is powered by an exclusive turbocharged 997cc V-twin, rated for 180 horsepower. The engineers managed to solve the turbo-lag issue by installing a modern turbine with low inertia, while also increasing efficiency by using an intercooler. To reduce the dry weight under 400 pounds, the chassis of the bike is performed using CNC machined carbon fiber and titanium components, plus all the body panels are carbon fiber as well. Lazareth LM847. Believe it or not, but France actually had a long-standing law that forbade motorcycles with over 100 horsepower. Any brawny model had to have the so-called Le Retrofit to reduce its output. This ban was lifted in 2016. To celebrate the occasion, the well-known French engineer Ludovic Lazareth created the LM847, which produces well over the above-stated limit, to be exact, 470 horsepower. All this might comes from the Maserati Quattroporte-sourced 4.7-liter V8. It has only one speed, and the power is transmitted via a torque converter. After all, the beast cannot be tamed manually. It must be mentioned that from the first look, this is a gigantic motorcycle powered by an engine way too big for its own good. But upon further examination, you would notice that Lazareth is almost split in half, riding on 4 wheels and utilizing a unique tilting technology. Can-Am Spyder F3 Turbo. The race-inspired F3 Turbo Spyder has been unveiled to mark BRP's first ever official sponsorship of NASCAR. The heart of this strike is a 1330cc turbocharged and intercooled Trodex engine, producing 150 horsepower and 137 pound-feet of torque. The latter helps the concept vehicle to accelerate from 0 to 60 mph in 4.3 seconds and pass down a quarter mile in 12.3. Besides, an innovative sports mode enables the F3 Turbo to perform controlled rear tire drifts. The Spyder also boasts Fox high-performance shocks, a Krapovich exhaust, Autometer's boost gauge, and instrumentation. In addition to adding cutting-edge engineering solutions, BRP gave the model bold and aggressive design and a NASCAR-inspired front fascia. Unfortunately, for now there is no word from Can-Am whether a street-legal version of the Turbo 3-wheeler will ever hit the roads. PGM V8. In the late 1990s, the Australian market has seen plenty of crazy custom bikes. including a few V8-powered models. So when the MotoGP engineer Paul Maloney came back home from Europe in 2015, he decided to revive the Aussie V8 power by building the most outrageous motorcycle the world has ever seen. The project took several years, with Paul trying out a number of drivetrain setups. Eventually, he created the 2-liter PGM's engine by connecting two Yamaha R1 mills at 90 degrees to a flat plane crankshaft. The resulting V8 nets 334 horses, though the builder says it can be upgraded to squeeze out 400 hps. The torque figure is not a joke also, peaking at 158 pound-feet at 9500 rpm. Another thing to keep in mind is the bike's low weight of 532 pounds, achieved by using carbon fiber and CNC machined aluminum. The model gets plenty of premium parts, such as full Allen suspension, Brembo brakes, Marchesini wheels, and a custom exhaust by Akrapovic. Bear in mind that even crazier bikes are waiting for you down the road, so make sure to leave a like, watch this episode till the end, and proceed to the suggested videos. Let's keep going. Turbo Nikon by Trooper Lou. After entering the market in 2019, the Nikon became one of the most polarizing and radical three-wheeled leading production bikes. Its standard power output surpasses the 100 horsepower mark by 15 points. But if it's not enough and you crave for more boost, the Australian Yamaha dealer and custom builder Trooper Lou's Garage has created the world's first and only Turbo Nikon. Thanks to the installation of the Garrett turbocharger, the bike gets additional 33 horses and sends all 148 of them to the rear wheel. Other updates focus on the suspension modifications, so you will notice the updated KYB shocks, plus there is also a custom exhaust system with Akrapovic muffler to help breathing of the enhanced engine. In contrast to Yamaha's usual blue paint scheme, the model has sand coloring with red accents, while its adventurous nature is emphasized by the new windscreen and top box. Turbo Maximus. This incredibly attractive Frankenstein with a turbocharged engine came to life thanks to the efforts of one person, Derek Kimes from Atlanta, USA. After serving 8 years in the US Navy, this guy got a job at Fuller Motorbike Shop, and soon, thanks to the acquired skills, he decided to modernize his 1982 Yamaha XJ750, which he bought in 2005. The old engine was replaced by an XJ900 power plant, disassembled, restored, and prepared for the installation of the fuel injection system and a turbocharger. The bike also got the front suspension from Yamaha YCF R6, Allen steering dampers, a new braking system, a mile of wiring, and a host of other details. As a result, the reborn motorcycle is capable of unleashing 200 ponies on E85 gasoline. Kawasaki H2R. If you're not convinced that turbochargers and V8 engines are a proper way to boost motorcycles' performance, then let's explore the other type of forced induction that is currently used by Kawasaki to manufacture a true hyperbike of today. I'm talking about supercharging and the world's fastest bike H2R. Straight out of the production plant, this ninja gets a supercharged 998cc 4-stroke 4-cylinder engine with mind-blowing 310 horsepower, revving to 14,000 rpm. The track-only version of the bike set the highest speed record in 2016, reaching 248.6 miles per hour or 400 km/h. All this might and velocity are controlled with the use of Bosch IMU with Kawasaki's dynamic modeling software, KYB AOS 2 fork, Allen's DTX 36 rear shock, 4-piston Brembo Stelema brakes, plus the body's aerodynamics are ensured by carbon fiber panels and Vortex down control wings. ProBoost M1. The Finnish ProBoost has been manufacturing and installing turbo kits on the motorcycles since 1994, having updated Suzuki, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Honda, and even a couple of Harley models. However, a few years back, the ProBoost team decided to go further, commissioning a one-of-a-kind M1 motorcycle from scratch. The bike is built around a 4-liter V8 BMW engine, upgraded with twin-turbo tech to increase the maximum output from 286 to 360 ponies. It also received a tubular steel frame fitted with Hayabusa forks and a custom-built rear suspension with 4 Allen shock absorbers. The M1 gets a twin headlight and large tires to emphasize its wide stance and sizable proportions. Lazareth LMV 496. This bike was inspired by the V8-powered creation by Lazareth, but instead of getting a crazy big engine or a turbocharger, it was tuned into a hybrid that should feel comfortable both on the ground and, wait for it, in the air. Before the takeoff, this vehicle is powered by an electric motor with 60 miles worth of batteries. But with a flip of a switch, it turns into a VTO well, powered by a quartet of jet turbines, which produce 1,300 horses and 630 pounds force of thrust. Its body is made of Kevlar to ensure lightweight, and the entire transition between the modes takes mere 60 seconds. Once the testing is done, the manufacturer plans to start series production of this bike, and to offset its development losses